Is it working or no? What the fuck, dude?
There it is.
There we
Jesus
go.
Christ. Can I get any fucking older?
I don't know, man. Yeah, you can. You're using fucking headphones with cords.
Jesus Christ. Okay, all right, fuck you, first of all. Okay, I've noticed that when I use the earbuds, the audio quality is awful.
Sure,
so like,
sure it is, old man. Sure.
Wow.
I get that because we had Howie on yesterday, Howie Mandel, and he was in the AirPods, and we were talking over each other quite a bit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. So there. How's that?
What are you recording in the Bentley or the Rolls Royce or what? What are we in here today?
Why you got to do that, man? Why? It's a Porsche.
You motherfucker! I thought you were gonna be like, all right, this is embarrassing, but I'm in a Nissan Altima. You're in a Porsche, you son of a bitch!
That was big. I love that, Joe.
That was great. Good for you. That fucking
shit.
arena money is paying off, dude, huh?
This is the Vegas car. So yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So what's going on with that, by the way? You had, I mean, relatively recently opened up that restaurant, right? I'd imagine this was a big
hard.
struggle. Yeah,
you brought up a very sad subject because I feel really bad about we can't maintain it, man. It's just it's impossible. I have a restaurant that really counts on people interacting and eating. You know, they have to serve themselves. So and it only sits 40 people. So you know, you cut that in half. There's no way it can maintain. And plus, I've been shut down since the beginning of it. It's been 3 months since I let my employees go. I feel so bad, man. The first month I took care of them, but then after that I was just like, I can't.
No, I mean, I don't think anybody would blame me either. It just gets to a point where it's just literally and financially impossible. But, you know, life's long. I'd imagine you'll be back. You'll be back. Don't worry. One day.
Back. And I will be back. And I promise them that I will start something up again. And it's just really, it hurt, man. It really hurt. Because there's nothing I could have kept it up by, Joe Coy Entertainment, but that's not the right way to do it. That's not the right
You
move.
can't start messing with your core business and you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. And next thing you know, both of them are in the hurt shop. And who knew, if you knew for a fact it was only going to go one more month or something, maybe, but who knows what's going to happen. So
exactly. I mean, they're taking forever to open up now. It's barely opening up to restaurants. So yeah, it's crazy. I feel bad for everybody. It's a hard time right now. And I pray to God that everyone gets through this mentally, especially mentally. I'm suffering. You know what I mean? Like not being on stage and interacting and doing everything via Zoom. This is driving me nuts, man.
I'm so goddamn fucking sick of Zoom, Joe.
Yeah, I'm so sick of it. Ooh, is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
See?
They're both fantastic.
I feel like I'm doing a Zoom with my grandpa.
Who
Are you
gives
there,
a
Grandpa? Are you there, Grandpa Joe? No, but you're right. It's like if I hold the camera this way or that way.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Are you guys okay out there? Your grandmother says hello. She loves both of you.
It's so true.
I talked to my dad.
Joe, I did a Zoom graduation for my 4-year-old in pre-K. Now, I would imagine a pre-K graduation in person is stupid. I can assure you over Zoom, it definitely is.
Oh, extremely stupid.
Yeah.
And very traffic causing, by the way. I don't know if you've seen the other type of graduations where they're doing drive-bys.
Oh.
Bro. On
you know what they
street,
did to me?
There was one. It was 300 cars down the street. I'm like, yo, fucking give them their diplomas. Let's go.
They said at the end of this one, they said, all right, like the graduation is done. We have some special things. I don't know what the fuck they meant, but some special things outside of the nursery school if you want to drive by and see them. And my daughter looks at me like, what's that about? And I was like, nothing. No, they didn't say anything. We're not doing that because I don't want to get stuck in one of these goddamn lines.
Dude, in Rhode Island, they're doing drive-through wakes.
No.
Yeah. You do a drive-through wake and a Zoom funeral. And I didn't go to the drive-through wake, but I can imagine, like, you just wave from your car. Whoop. That's got to be impossibly awkward.
Especially when you show up with a Porsche like an asshole.
Is there a way to do like a sad honk? Like, you can do like the fun honk, like the and it's like a little nice thing, like just a long.
like a goodbye. Boys to Men playing in the background. It's so hard to say goodbye.
If we were doing a drive-through wake for you, let's say you're dead, okay?
Yeah.
What song do you want us to play at your drive-through wake?
Oh man, I would want a hip hop track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get that b-boy.
like
We'll bury you in
like,
your b-boy, your old b-boy outfits.
Something. No, I want something hard, like some DMX. X gonna give it to you. Just a parade. It's an anthem. You know what I mean? Maybe I pop up like they have me strung up and I'm dancing with them. Whatever. Let's make it a memorable event. It's a fucking drive-through. I'm going out with a bang, bro.
Do you have your stuff? Like, I imagine you have your affairs in order because you're an adult and stuff like that. Do you have like what you want to happen for your funeral procession and things like that?
Everything is already handled, man. It's all done.
What is
everything? And then my son is completely taken care of. It's all done. I die, I'm good. It'll be financially taken care of. My son gets everything. That's it, man. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, these Rolexes, I'm borrowing them. So you better
ease up on how often you tell him.
Yeah,
you let him know once, and then that's it. After that, you just fucking try to taunt.
Yeah. Oh, but I put my sister, his aunt on. I go, you fuck up, we take it all away. She's
all right.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah. If you are convicted of my murder, you get nothing.
You get nothing.
Are you? Do you have any dates? Like, are you opening back up? I know some place. I think Nate Bargatze's in Nashville. I know Chris DiStefano's going to Tampa. Are you getting on stage anytime soon? And is it anywhere near home?
They're unfortunately, it's like, I think it's the number of capacity they're not allowing. Yeah. And I already pre-sold those tickets. I gave everyone the option to return. No one's returning them. They're all holding on to them. That's so crazy.
A real fan base. That's a very supportful crew.
It's like tripping us out because we've said it. We stressed it. We're like, please, you guys, you're more than welcome to return these tickets. Like 100%, we're not going to hold you to it. No one's returning the damn tickets, man. It's so crazy, man. Radio City Music Hall is still sold out with no date in place. It's like
that's fucking awesome.
Cocky. That is you basically, this is some Emperor's New Clothes shit. You just sold a fucking show that doesn't exist, and then you said, guys, this show doesn't exist. Here's your money back, and they all said no.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful thing, man. Thank God for. I think people just want to laugh, so they're like, I'm not getting rid of this.
I think people are also just fucking lazy.
Yeah, get a refund.
I'd be like, wait, I gotta email someone for $40. I'd rather just not. Fuck it. Okay.
Bro, so true.
I don't know how much
that on the nose, man. Yeah, you're so right about that. Because I ain't returning shit. I buy a new shirt and it doesn't fit. Guess what? It's a gift.
I have a full wardrobe for someone who's just a little bit smaller than me.
I have what I like to call. I have my medium drawer, and it's just full of fucking things that are medium, all different types of clothes, medium size that I'm never gonna be able to wear again.
Yeah. It either becomes a gift or you clean windows with it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not returning it.
What else is cooking?
There's no date in place right now. I feel so bad. The next one I have is August. It's Thunder Valley is where it's at. But we still got to figure out how they're gonna do this social distancing thing. You know what I mean? It's all about the safety first, man. I'm willing to wait it out and make sure we do this right instead of doing it fast and wrong.
Right, you don't want to do it 25% capacity. You want to do full boat.
Yeah, full boat. And not only that, I want people to be healthy and comfortable, man. I don't want anyone nervous. So, I can tell you guys are really doing it. What are you, 2.5 feet apart? No fucking mask?
The cameras in our studio aren't working right now, so we just have to sit here. It's whatever. It's whatever, Joe, all right?
I know. I hear you, man. I don't give a fuck about the mask. It's right here, and I only wear it when someone looks at me weird. I'm like, all right, fucking here. There you go.
Dude, let me tell you what. You know where you'd fit in real well? What place I just got back from? West Virginia. They look at you like you're a fucking Democrat if you're wearing a mask. They are like, what is this blue state son of a bitch doing in my Applebee's?
That's exactly West Virginia. West Virginia's like, if you want to eat here, you need to take that fucking mask off.
You better cough on me, sneeze in my mouth.
Yeah, we're making ribeyes a special. We got extra COVID on it tonight.
Dude, I ate it out. For real, I was there for like 30 hours. I don't know, something like that. Ate at Applebee's 3 times. That's all we ate. Ate at Applebee's 3 times at a gas station once.
Oh, that's so funny. And Applebee's in West Virginia is like the Morton Steakhouse in West Virginia.
Dining.
Yeah, that's fine dining, man.
I'll be honest, it was quite good. The buffalo wings, which I haven't had Applebee's. Me and Kevin are actually technically banned from Applebee's from an incident stemming back to about 6-7 years ago. And
Chili's for life. Fuck Applebee's.
But this is my first time sneaking back into the establishment, and I had the buffalo wings or barbecue wings or whatever. Yeah. I mean, the texture of the sauce is glue. Yeah. It's delicious. It's dipped in a barbecue flavored glue.
That's so funny.
And it sticks to your insides just like it.
Their barbecue sauce is made by Elmer's, and it's delicious.
You can like feel it in your mouth. This is way too thick.
Yeah. You know what this wing needs? Less chicken and more glue.
Yeah. we went to Maine. We were in Applebee's. We went to the tobogganing championship. We had like 5 hours to kill in between like rounds of tobogganing. Anyway, we go to the Applebee's and we just post up at the bar, and they have like a rule. It's like
6 drinks.
6 drinks total. We were there for like 6 hours though, so it was like we weren't like shit-faced or anything. And they were like, they have the cameras, they're watching us. You've been cut off. And we kind of made a stink about it. And
what really pissed them off is it was like most Applebee's, it was in the parking lot of our hotel. So we went back to our room, changed clothes, thinking this will fucking dupe those Applebee's employees. They were wise to us.
They were on to you.
Right away, they're like, you guys are done for life. Applebee's, you're out.
That's so funny. We know who you are with the nose and the funny mustache, buddy.
Give it the twirl, John. He's been doing.
I don't have my wax. I can twirl it up. It's fucking unreal.
He's been doing like a cartoon bad guy with the mustache.
It's so weird that it takes 30 seconds to do, but you like wake up and you're like, well, I don't want to do it today. It's a whole 30. It's a 30-second thing that I'm not used to having in my routine, and I just brush it off most of the time now.
Plus, you don't do it because you're fucking lazy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just like, oh, I could cure cancer with these extra 30 seconds if I don't just do my mustache.
What kind of quarantine guy were you? Were you in like your pajamas all day? I could see you being a guy who like gets up and gets changed and like tries to live a real life.
No. I was doing literally I was doing Zoom meetings like Yogi Bear, like Winnie the Pooh, like a red shirt. And then just completely naked on the bottom half. And I didn't give a shit. There was a couple of meetings where I was actually touching my dick, and I didn't give a shit.
If you talked to Joe in the last 3 months, his dick was out.
Yeah. Just playing with my dick in an important meeting, and then every now and then I take a smell and like, agreed. I agree. Very important. Very important. I gotta wash my nuts.
We had one meeting where like I called in, because this is such a thing that happens now, where like conference calls you have to see each other. So I called in and they're like, "Hey John, we're all here. Like if you want to come in," and I was like, "I fucking guess. Like you don't need to see me for this meeting, but whatever." So I jump in, and I was laying down on the couch. So I sat up, opened my laptop, fucking joined the Zoom, and then like 10 minutes into the meeting, I looked down and saw I was just wearing underwear, and it was with like all the executives of our company who were all women, and then the rest of the call is just like, "Don't stand up, don't stand up, don't stand up, don't stand up, don't stand up." Because once you realize that, I was like, my dick is just gonna be right in everyone's face, and that's a whole problem I don't need right now.
That's so funny. I wish you would have stood up. I wish you would have been like, "Hey, I gotta get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back," and just balls hanging out of the shorts.
So
hilarious.
As bad as it's all been, we've been reiterating how good it is for business, at least, when you got a special out and people are at home on Netflix and they're binging and watching, and you got In His Element out, right?
Yeah, man. This was very special to me, mainly because it was so hard for me to get into Netflix. I told you the story. I had to pay for it, and I had to there was a lot of obstacles in front of me. So just to get in was really hard. So this was that one opportunity where I had the door open, and it was my chance to help fellow Filipino Americans get in, you know what I mean, showcase their talent, and then bring them to the Philippines where it all started, and like show our culture and give back to my culture that gave me so much. I make so much money talking about being Filipino. This is my turn to actually show people, how beautiful that country is and how just beautiful my culture is, man. That's what this was all about.
I'm so fucking jealous of you. Like, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I've been driving home from West Virginia all day today. But I saw the trailer, and, like, the trailer is so fucking awesome. When you come on stage, like, I want to share my culture with you. And you show the B-boys, you have cooking. You said, I think you have some singers come out. And, like, now, don't get me wrong. White guys, we've had it pretty fucking good. But
we got no culture.
But we have no culture. I have nothing to share with you. Like the only Italians pretend to have culture, but they just call pasta sauce gravy and say the N-word. And that's all they have. And like the rest of us don't have anything. I have no culture to share with you. And it's fucking it's beautiful. See, the trailer kind of reminded me of like a stand-up special meets Bourdain, and I'm one of those rare people who's a big Bourdain guy. And it was so fucking cool. I'm so jealous.
That's exactly what I pitched in the meeting, man. I swear to you. Really? When I was in Netflix, I go, I want this to feel like Anthony Bourdain. I want feel like a travel log. You know what I mean? And get to know. Like I get 59 minutes, and it's just my chance to like just say one dish, like one Filipino dish that we like to eat. And if I could just let them hear our language just for 1 minute, you know what I mean? And then just see us tell jokes in front of a complete Filipino audience, and we're speaking English and they're understanding it. As long as I can show that to the world, that's my way of saying thank you to my mom. You know what I mean? This is her way of going, like when people, like when I was growing up, people would always go, oh, you're Filipino. What do you guys eat? Where is that? Like, I never had anything. If I had a Japanese friend, like the minute they go, I'm Japanese, someone would go, oh my God, I love sushi. Summarize. They had like an identity. You know what I mean? And
but guess what? It's you, bro. When people say Filipino, I'm like, Joe Coy.
Thank you, bro. And I'm telling you, man, it was like literally that was my heart out there. I took a huge risk and a cut to do it, and I hope I was able to at least show it the way in a beautiful way with the amount of money and time that we had to do it.
Would you say?
I hope I don't. Do I sound? Is that okay? What I said?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's plenty more for you to come. You're in the middle of your career here, but would you say this is like at the moment like the pinnacle for you, being able to do that?
Yeah. Yes, man. It was a dream come true. This is a childhood dream of mine. I used to live in the Philippines. I lived there for 6 years. So just all the memories I had when I got off the plane with my son, like, it was just like, I was like a little kid in a candy store. Like, I couldn't wait to show my son all the things that I enjoyed when I was out there, like riding the tricycles and riding the jeepneys and eating at the Sorry stores, and just, it was so much fun. And I got to show that, man. I got to show that on screen with my son. He came out on stage at the end. That was beautiful. And then my sister and my aunt cooked in the cooking segment. So that was my aunt. That was like my aunt. I hadn't seen her. Yeah, man. Like, that's my aunt. Like, it's so dope, dude. And she's got cancer and she's fighting it, and she's so strong. And I remember while we were shooting, I kept saying, Ate, you can go home. Like, she's like, no, I want to do this. I want to do this. And I was like, it was just so much emotion in that thing, man.
That was, and I think you had on Instagram, you had up like a hype video maybe or something like that, where like actually it might have been a straight up video where like the cops were giving you an escort. Was that there? Was that for that?
Dude, that was so crazy. Yeah.
You getting police escorts, Joe Coy?
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, now that was cool like 2 weeks ago. Now you're part of the problem. That's privilege, so man. Wrong. That's privilege.
So wrong. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man, that they had to do that for me. I had to get to an event, and they got me there, and the way they did it was really cool.
When you roll through there, is it like, is it a big deal? I mean, when you're home, is it like the fucking Beatles?
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy how much they embraced me, and I think Filipinos are very prideful, and it's like, it's when you get your chance to be able to let the world know, hey, I'm Filipino. Look, Manny Pacquiao, that's us. You know what I mean? It's we take that to our heart. It feels good when you can do something like that. So just me like being my mom on stage and doing the accent, they love it. And me just talking about Filipino culture, it's like so proud. So they really like put me on their shoulders, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Are you cool with Manny?
The craziest thing is I only met Manny once, and it was like 15 years ago. And I've never like talked to him since my career started. And then after Live from Seattle dropped, his whole family started following me on Instagram. It was the coolest notification when it said Manny Pacquiao follows you. I was like, oh,
that's how you know. Well, dude, I mean, I'm glad to hear. I feel like every time we talk to you, it's bigger and better things. So,
man.
And I can tell how important it is to you, and I know how emotional of a guy you are. So I'm sure it translates in the special, and I hope that when everyone watches it, they realize really what went into it. So everybody go check it out. In His Element is out.
I love you, man. Thank you. I really like Barstool. Barstool, you guys always take care of me, man. Dude, you've got me through I can't tell you how much Barstool I've been looking at right now. I'd love to take a screenshot of my hours on Instagram, but literally I think it's like 75% is just Barstool, just scrolling up Barstool,
support, man.
It's just nonstop, man. I love you guys so much, KFC, man. You guys, I love you.
Talk to you soon, all right, pal?
I love you. Hey,
Vegas. I love you too. I always say I never leave an I love you unanswered. I love you too.
That was very sweet.
But I do too, Joe. Fuck, I love you too.
That's a piggyback. That's a piggyback.
You know what? I don't love you. Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you.
I love you guys.